Hello, good morning, everyone. It's a wonderful morning, and we are here today for our last session of our FB Live for the month. Yeah, so today is the last weekend for January, so it's our and we are continuing to do decorations for Chinese New Year because Chinese New Year is in just another 2 more days, right? So I am very sure that you have been preparing well because apparently this year is the first year I think that we are allowed to celebrate Chinese New Year since the pandemic. Yeah, so a lot are happening, but do remember to take care of yourself, especially if let's say you are going out. Make sure you follow proper SOP, wear your mask, bring along a bottle of hand sanitizer if let's say you are do not have any access to water to wash your hands. At least use the hand sanitizer or those antibacterial wipes. Yeah, and please make sure you follow the physical distancing protocol, right? So for those of you who are still busy preparing for Chinese New Year, well, you are not alone. Yeah, because I myself I have not even started preparing it. So we today will be the last working day for us, and then after that we will be closed for Chinese New Year starting tomorrow until the 3rd of February. We will resume business on the 4th of February. So for those of you who want to come over to our center, please take note that we only reopen for business on the 4th of February onwards. All right. So what are we doing today? Today we are going to do a lantern using the very traditional method of paper cutting. Yeah, paper cutting is actually a very famous activity, I would say, during Chinese New Year especially. But on top of China or Chinese, we practice paper cutting, or in Mandarin we call it as 剪纸. Japanese also do the same. They call it as kirigami. Yeah. So for those of you who have pre-registered with us, you should have already received the template from us. Yeah. So we have the template here. Okay. So we have the template here. What you need to do is you need to cut it out later. Okay. So we can do it later on. So for those of you who just joined us, don't worry, you can actually write the word freehand. Okay, on top of this chun. Okay, this word is actually chun. If you do not like this word, you can actually do other words like maybe si or some other words. Yeah, all right. Okay, so what are we supposed to have for today? First and foremost, of course, we will need some ampao packets. Now, you can, if let's say you do not have ampao packets, you can also use colored paper. Whether it is, you can have different colors, in fact, yeah. Any colors that you like, but since it's a Chinese New Year, so I recommend you to use those color that is more relevant to Chinese New Year. All right. So this is one. Try to get the big type, yeah, because later on we need to cut it. All right. So get the big ones. Okay. And then of course we will need our scissors as well as our cutter. Right. We will need to use a pencil, eraser to get it ready. All right. And then lastly, we will need our hot glue gun or Yoo-hoo glue, or in fact, if let's say you prefer to use glue stick, it is fine because we are using paper anyway. And then we need some yarns. Again, this one you don't have to really specifically use red. Yeah, you can use any other colors as long as it is Chinese New Year color, right? Alternatively, if let's say you have all these tiny ornaments, you can also use this. Yeah, so it makes it look nicer, right? So basically that is all we will need, right? So first and foremost, the word that we provide, yeah, is only half. So what you need to do is, if let's say you are using paper, you need to fold it, yeah. Try to fold it as small as possible, for example. So when you trace it, it will be just nice, all right? If let's say for those of you who are using ang pao packet, all you need to do is you take one and then you measure it, make sure that it is big enough, and then put it at the side like this, and then you can start to draw or trace it. Okay, so this one we will need 3, right? So we will need 3 ang pao packet. Why? Because we are going to make 3D word instead of just 2D. Because usually what we do is we do 2D version, right? So now we are going to do 3D version, okay? So first off, we will just trace it with a pencil, yeah? Or if let's say you want to use pen, also can. So this is the first step. And we will need 3, yeah? And then after that, you cut it off. So what we do is, we will trace 1, and then we will use, we will cut all 3 ang pao packet together to save time. Okay, let's see. Okay. Can I have a pen instead? Okay, can't really see if let's say you are using the gloss type, yeah. So that is why I am going to use a pen instead. Right, so that is the first step. Let's trace. All right. So you don't have to cut open the ang pao packet, because at the end of the day, we need it to be folded, yeah. So if you can see, we have already done up. So what we do is we will need 3 ang pao packet. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we hold it together, and then we cut according to the outline, okay? So we cut this. Now cutting part, if let's say you have 3, it may be difficult. So what you can do is, you can use a clip to help you also. Clip it together, okay? If let's say you have a stapler, you can stapler it together as well, yeah? Then after that, you can cut it easier, right? So let's continue cutting this. Okay. Keeps moving sometimes. Okay. Okay. So for those of you who are staying nearby our center at Tropicana Gardens Mall, we have workshop today at the concourse area from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. So if let's say you are here for shopping, so you can drop your kids over at the concourse area, yeah. It is free actually. So today we are making a peony flower pouch. So it is interesting. bit more. Okay. So if let's say you can't do 3 together, don't worry, yeah, you can do 1 at a time, okay? So it is not a must for you to do 3 together. For me, it's because I want to try to, save some time and cut it all together. A bit more here. Okay, last bit. And we are done cutting. Right, so outline is done. So we still have this tiny little gap here at the bottom, so we need to cut it off. So let's cut it off, bottom part. Okay, one part done. Let's do the second part. And then after that, the last part, and then we are all done. All right, so all done. We put everything one side. So this is how it looks like now, okay? Both sides. So we open it up and you have the full word. So this one, we are going to bend it the other way around so that we see the white color part of the ang pao packet, okay? Like this, okay? All 3 of it, we need to do the same. So we just fold it inside out so that we see the white color one instead. Okay. Right? So this is a full chun. Okay, chun is actually spring. Yeah. But most of the countries who are celebrating Chinese New Year is still in winter. Yeah, because spring will start in end March, beginning of April and March. Okay. So next thing is we need to assemble all this together. Okay. So how do we do it? We just take the half and stick to the other half like this. Okay. So that is the reason why I said you can actually use glue stick if you want, right? Otherwise, then you can use hot glue gun, all right? So let's do the one half and the other half first, okay? So we put glue on one half and then we use the other half to stick it on, yeah? So let's do this first. So just put a bit of hot glue everywhere. Okay. And then after that, we are going to stick it. Now, if let's say you are using hot glue, just be very careful because ang pao packet is actually a very thin layer of paper, yeah. So it's very, very, you can still feel the heat from the hot glue gun. Okay, so there you go, one side. Now, don't do the other side first because we need to add in the yarn, yeah. So now what we do is we need to cut yarn. Both parts, yeah, one is for the top and the other one for the tassel. Okay, so let's do the top one first. So it depends on how long you want. You can have it very long if let's say you want to hang all the way from ceiling down. Otherwise, you can do it very short, yeah, enough for you to hang from the place that you want. Okay, so tie a knot. Okay, tie a knot using the 2 ends because we need this loop here, okay? So tie a knot, and then after that we will stick it on top here before we cover it up, yeah. So this is your chun, okay. So we will put inside where the white color part is, okay. So put a little bit of glue and then stick it on. Okay, so the top part is done. Now we do the bottom part. Now bottom part you can actually do with yarn, if let's say you want to do tassel. Otherwise you can also put this, okay. Then you can just stick it on like this. Now alternatively, if let's say you want to make it more elaborate, you can actually cut kirigami, you can cut other shapes using kirigami method as well. Here we can actually do like flowers, for example. Okay, so flowers, we have cherry blossom. Yeah, because if let's say Chinese New Year, we usually associate ourselves with cherry blossom, right? So you can do 5 petals flower. Again, it's the same method. What you do is you just draw. If let's say you do not want to draw like the whole flower, you can just draw half the flower and then you open it up. Or using angpao packet. Or you can use colored paper as well, all right? So let's see. We will need 3 of this as well for flowers, yeah? So 3 flowers. Okay, so while Annie is doing the flower, so I will just going to show you. I will turn it at the back so it's easier for you to see. Okay, so 5 petals, or if let's say you want to put 6 petals, it's up to you, right? So you can do that. Or you can draw anything that you want. You know, heart shape or any other shape, diamond shapes, yeah? So any shapes that you want, right? So this one, let's get it ready. I am going to add on tassel at the end. So let's get ready the yarn. Okay, so my tassel is going to be 10 cm long. Okay. Yeah. So I am going to just do like this. Okay. And each time it's 10 cm long. What we do is we need probably about 8 to 10 strands of yarn, yeah, to make it look nice. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's go for 10. Okay. All right. Okay, and then we will cut off the bottom so that it doesn't have the loop at the bottom. Okay, but we keep the loop at the top because we need to tie yarns. Okay, so we cut a small strand of yarn, and then after that we put it in. Let's make sure all the loops are together. Okay, and then we tie it. Okay, we tie date knots, yeah. Right, 1 time, 2 times. And then after that, we need also some yarn to wrap the almost the top part of your tassel, okay? So we take a bit of yarn, and then we will tie it here, right, at the top, so that it looks nicer. You can do different color. If you have different color, yeah, then it will look much nicer too. So we wrap it about 5 to 6 times, yeah. 4, 5, 6. And then after that, we tie date knots. Okay, let's just tie this. You can put it on the table and tie it so it's easier. Okay, and then after that, we are done. Then we cut off the extra. Yeah, we don't need the extra unless it is the same length with your tassel. Otherwise, then you can just cut it off. Okay, so now it is done. Okay, next we wait for our this one. You can straight away stick it here if let's say you do not want to add anything on. Yeah, so you can just stick it at the back, put glue and stick it, and then you will have the top and the bottom. If let's say you need to add something else like me, so I am going to add on the flowers. So that is the reason why I have to wait for Annie to finish it, right? So we will take more yarns, long enough for us to stick it on together. Tie a knot at the two ends, and then put your yarn on, right? This is for you, for us to make sure that it is long enough, yeah, for us to actually put the flowers on later on. Okay. Okay. So first off, the flower. What we do again, we will fold it inside out so that we see the white color part. All right. And then after that, we are going to put glue. Okay. And then take the other piece and then stick it together first. Okay. Align it properly so that you don't see the white color part. Okay. And then after that, what you need to do is you put your yarn in the middle. Okay. Then after that, stick it on first. Okay. Stick it on like this. And then after that, put glue all over the white part. And use the last flower, fold it inside out again. And then this one, you can straight away stick it on like this. Okay. So you have a 3D shape of the flower. Okay, I am going to make maybe 2 more. Okay, so round shape this time. Okay, so what we do is, again, we will take half, fold it inside out. Now all the half, fold it inside out. Okay, so it's the same. What we do is we just do round shape and then we cut a diamond shape in the middle. Okay, so how do you do it? This is how. Okay, you draw half semicircle and then after that you draw 2 lines like a triangle. Okay, then after that what you do, you put glue on one of the half and then you stick the other half and then stick it on. So that is the first part, right? And then this one, we will stick it on to the yarn directly. So put some glue in the middle and then we stick yarn. Okay, and then after that, you put more glue. take the last half and stick it on. And then we have our second ornament. Okay, now we are going to do the last one. Right, so last one, what are we going to do? Okay, the last one, let's see what Annie did. Oh, yuan bao, is it? It's called yuan bao. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look like. Okay. It's a gold nugget. All right, so this one, we are going to stick it on like this. So there are two parts. One is the oval shape, and then the other one is like a bean shape. Okay, so it looks like a bean shape. Right. So what we do is we will fix the oval shape first. Yeah. So we put the oval shape and stick it together at the back. Right. To make it look more like one. So we stick one. So it will look like this. Or you can actually draw the whole thing by itself. Yeah. So let's do the other one. Okay. So second one and then third one. Now when you do 3D kirigami, right? I mean, when you want to assemble it together, you can either do, you can't just do two, yeah? You have to be three at least. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's up to you how many layers you want. It's just like how we did the first, you remember if let's say we did the lantern during our first Chinese New Year decoration preparation? Yeah, so it's the same concept. Just that this one, it comes together with words, yeah. So, okay, 3 yuan bao is done. What we do is we fold it half so that we can stick it on. So all of it, we will have to fold it half, yeah. And then the last one. Okay. And then same process, we take the half, put some glue, take the other half, stick it on. Okay. And then after that, we stick it onto yarn first. Okay, so we put glue here. And then hold it, align it properly, and then stick it on like this. And then you can stick on the rest of the area so that we can stick the last piece on. Okay, the last piece is on. Right, so now we have our handmade or own made tassel instead of the ready-made one, right? Okay, so this, we need to stick it at the bottom of our chun. Okay, so we just put a little bit of glue here at the bottom. Surface, actually the surface is very small, so that's why you have to be very careful. So we just put our yarn, the other end of the yarn, onto it. Okay, like this. All right, and then you can cut off the excess. Right, and we can start to put glue all over the other parts. Yeah, then we will stick the last chun on. Right, so let's do this. So we put glue all over first. got to be fast because hot glue dries very fast, especially if, let's say, your aircon room. Okay, so we do half side first, just to make sure that it doesn't dry out. Oopsie. All right, so half side done. Let's do the other half side. Okay, so already half side done. Now we do the other half. Put glue. Align it properly. That's the key word, yeah, because otherwise then you see a lot of white color. Okay, done, 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 and done. Okay, so there you go. So what you need to do is you just fold it nicely so that you can see the folding line, yeah, on 3 sides, so that it makes it look more 3D. Okay, so you have your chun or spring in Chinese, and then you have the flower, a round shape. It's like a gold coin, yeah. And then you have the yuan bao, which is the gold nuggets or ingot. Okay, and then the tassel. So simple as it is. You can make many of this, and then you can hang it around your house, yeah. And it looks very nice, isn't it? Alternatively, if let's say you do not want to do it as a lantern, you can actually do cut out the word itself, one piece, and then you can straight away stick it onto your wall as well, yeah. So it also look good, right? So this is a very simple craft today, because I know that Chinese New Year is just like 2 days away, and our mood is already in Chinese New Year mood, yeah. So that is why we also do not want to make it too hectic for all of you, because it's supposed to be happy occasion, yeah. So something that is fun and easy to do, but at the same time you can also use it to decorate your house, right? So share with us how you actually do the kirigami. Hopefully we will see a different design from what we are doing, yeah. Okay, don't worry about sending us your photos, because we love to see all the masterpiece of the kids, yeah. There's no right and wrong, there's no specific way of doing it. It's just up to the kids' creativity, how you actually want to decorate or how you want to do it, yeah. I hope you actually enjoy doing the craft today. It's going to be a very short session, because we only took about half an hour. So half an hour to do one craft, I think it is really short time, yeah. So if let's say you have already completed it, good. If not, don't worry, you can always continue on after the Facebook Live, okay? So with that, we will end the session today very early. We will wish you in advance Happy Chinese New Year, 恭喜发财. And if let's say you are coming to shop at Tropicana Gardens Mall, please drop by at the concourse area. We will be at the concourse area from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Oh, we also have God of Prosperity walkabout, and they are going to give away some gold chocolate coins, gold chocolate coins. That is at 1:30 to 2:30. Yeah, so if let's say you happen to pass by and you see us in the Cai Sen Ye costume, please stop and say hi, take pictures, and take some chocolate coins, yeah? So we will see you again next Saturday. After the Chinese New Year, it will be the 5th day of Chinese New Year, right? So hopefully you will enjoy the festive, have lots of good food, lots of good rest, and lots of fun. I will see you again next week, Saturday, same time, for another exciting craft. All right? So with that, we will say bye-bye for now. Bye.